It's whistle time.
Oh, cool. I've got a gap. Okay. Now we're cooking. Quite literally, leather in this weather, terrible idea. How y'all doing? How's your mom and them? So yeah, I've been watching a lot of like financial content on YouTube here lately. No particular reason. It came across my feed, and some of it's actually quite fascinating. And I saw a video titled "Some Alarmist Shit Like Why Living Within Your Means Won't Save You." And then this person, I watched the video. It probably wasn't the title, but like, that's basically the gist. So I watched the video. And the dude who was making the video, the way he described living within your means was so out of touch. Talking about SUVs and home ownership and this, that, and the third. And it's like, I only know one person that has an SUV, and it's been paid off for like ever. Okay? And they're like around my age. They got, I don't even know if it's more of a crossover. But like, what's the fucking difference, really? But he was talking about how living within your means has become untenable for most Americans. And, you know, it's not good anywhere, so like, probably other places too. So that got me to thinking. He described it in such a way that it conveys a level of privilege and comfort that a lot of people are not willing to sacrifice. You know? Like, you gotta have a car, you gotta have fucking 2 bedrooms, you gotta have 18 streaming services, yada yada yada, da 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 da, you know? And like, that's not how it works, brother. That's not how it works. If you're poor, you gotta be willing to make some sacrifices to live within your means. And even then, you're gonna be struggling. Would I like to have a car? Sure. That would be great. Can I afford one? No. That's why I have this. That's why I'm riding Ghost right now. That's why I rode horse before. That's why I had a scooter before this. Because I can't afford the maintenance, fuel, insurance, any of it that comes along with cars. The tire sets cost about the same, honestly. If you don't want to like buy bullshit. But that's neither here nor there. The thing about it is, like, if you're going to live within your means, you got to be willing to sacrifice certain levels of creature comforts. And a lot of people, especially the dude that made this video, really don't want to fucking do that. And I'm not over here telling you to like pull yourself up by your bootstraps or any of that, because I don't believe in that. Like, you can't. Not without a significant support network. That shit is impossible. The lifestyle he was describing is fundamentally unlivable if you make under a certain amount of money. And even if you make the right amount of money for that to be living within your means, you will be struggling. Like, everything's expensive, everything's a subscription model. Nothing is made to last. Cars are unreliable and cost as much as a house did when we were children. The list goes on. I'm glad they saw me. I don't even know how they saw me, but they did. And here we are, in our natural environment, going really slow in traffic, playing with our friction zone, fingering our clutch. A lot of people who could regularly consume finance bro content are probably the types who think that a big SUV or a pickup truck are a necessity. After a certain point, you just gotta ask yourself, what's the fucking point? Everything keeps going up. Nothing is better quality. Shit is getting smaller, except for cars. It's like a whole thing. I don't know where I'm going with this. I can't afford much, but what I do have, I save for, you know? Like, I will do installment payments on stuff that is probably unattainable through saving for me. But yeah, like I'll do those Affirm plans on stuff like, you know, expensive as music equipment or motorcycle parts or things like that, you know, stuff that I wouldn't normally be able to save up for. But I'm not taking out a whole ass like regular fuck your credit score up loan for it, you know? This dude's talking about like home equity lines of credit and shit like that. But I know two people who have a fucking mortgage, right? And one of them I live with. They're my partner. The other person I know is a friend of mine from college. Him and his wife, they got a house, and their employment situation totally spiraled out of control because the place they were working was managed by crazy people. And now it's kind of a like, what's gonna happen now situation with them. It's like, you know, the right people, you can get anything you want, you know? And that's basically what happened with them. They knew people who knew people, and because of that, they were able to get a pretty decent mortgage. And everybody else that I know is renting, because there's no fucking way. They're living within their means, and their landlord is also living within their means. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if I can get a wave. Hell yeah, brother! Hell yeah! But like, shit's fucked. The economy's fucked. And when you go to talk about living within your means, and that including a 5-figure at least cost vehicle, you're out of your mind. I think people need to be willing to open the horizons. Like, is this more dangerous than a car? Yes. Is it more fuel efficient? Absolutely. Is the insurance cheaper? I've got full coverage for $45 a month. I will repeat that. I've got full coverage for $45 a month. Doesn't matter what company you go to either. If you pick the right kind of bike, you're going to save so much fucking money. Gear? Really pricey. But you can affirm that. Do what you gotta do, right? But don't do it in a way that fucks you, you know? I think I'm gonna keep the next couple of miles between me and the insurance company. Y'all have you a good one.